This is the Halo Hopper Review. I'm Jake.
I'm Nick.
And this video is sponsored by Snack Pack. Not really, but we wish it was.
Made with real non-fat milk.
Yeah. This is the Halo Hopper Review. Yeah, I've been thinking about this video for a long time. Ours has the V35 chip. All Team Insanity, actually us three, use it. Me, Jacob, and Nick. So, we've all thought of pros and cons about this. Okay? So what, I'm the only guy in Team Insanity that got the little Empire Freeway thingy. That's the little anti-jam, the little red thing. Yeah, it works pretty good. I don't really see a noticeable difference in like speed. I see a little bit difference in speed, but I mean, not, to be honest, I mean, I don't really think it makes your speed better, but I have not had a jam since I put it in. The reason why I got it is because my beads are absolute, I mean, the beads and everything are just absolute shit, and yeah. But yeah, if I were you, I would just buy the Empire Freeway Speed Gate thingy or whatever it's called. I forgot what it's called. It's called the Empire Freeway. One of the cons, it takes 6 batteries. 6 double A batteries, okay? Compared to a rotor that takes 3. Or, I mean, Aspire takes 3. All these other hoppers take 3 AA batteries. I mean, this takes 6, which is ridiculous. And the amount of cases that we get on this is probably about 6 or 7, don't you think? What do you think, Jacob? 6 or 7? Honestly, I use rechargeable batteries because that works the best. I just charge them up every time. I use a speed feed because I'm a speed feed guy. I don't want to talk about lids. Lids are, yeah. No, we're not going there. But the one thing that I really don't like about this lid is that reason right there. If you're, yeah. Oh man. But the reason why is because you just flick this up, it comes straight back down. If you flick it up really hard, I mean, it's so light. I haven't really had that issue with like a rotor, or I mean, Pinocchios are pretty good.
You can also see, after a while getting the magnets, this magnet right here broke, and I had to super glue it back on, so the magnets kind of wear out.
Like a boss. Me, I don't like I don't like this at all, to be honest, their lid. For me, it's too light. I mean, it's good flipping it up, but it just falls straight back down, to be honest. I mean, if you're in a hot situation and you're sitting there, you're gunning, you reach for your pack and you do that, I mean, honestly, that's just what happens. So I think they should have done a little bit better on the spring to hold it up, to get it so it just comes and flies right back up like the Prophecies do a good job. I mean, you can see I'm just barely moving that, and that baby's just, stop playing footsie, Jacob. And that thing just, I mean, it's so light. That's good for when it flies up, but they need, they need to have some type of heavier spring that holds this up. That's just my opinion. I don't like it. That's why I use a speed feed, because these lids blow. So if I were you, and you don't like lids, I'd just invest in one of these, unless if you're like playing in the woods and all you do is just kind of like,
Real audio right there.
yeah, like, you know, like Titman kind of guys. Then you're good. Then you don't have to invest in it. That's what but since the big problem, the Pinocchios don't use a magnet system, and the Halos take a universal speed feed, but the problem is, since it uses a magnet system, there's no like ridge for a speed feed to fit on there like normal. That's the big problem. Like this little line right here, that's not really, if you put a normal lid like a Pinocchio lid or any type of lid on there, it's not gonna do you any good, because really, all that's for is just to fit just the very outer edge, but it's not gonna snap down anything, and that's a problem for when you get a speed feed, because for a universal speed feed to snap it on, you have to have some type of like ridge, something to snap on like a lid. That's what that's supposed to be there for, but they don't have that because they're using the magnet system. So what I did is I just took a little drill, I drilled the holes, I drilled a hole, goddamn, I threaded it, and basically I just put a little screw through there, and that's about it. And just a little screw hangs out. I did a little bit longer screws, but that, you know, more than I wanted to. Haven't really broke a ball because the speed feed goes right over top of the screw, as you can see, right when you're loading it in. So I haven't really chopped a ball, and I've used Evil, so you know I use Evil a lot. So overall they're really good. The rip drives, I mean, people rag on the rip drives that they just break, and honestly, none of ours have broke, and we've had 3 of them for about like what, 2 years now, 2 seasons, something like that. So our rip drives are perfectly fine, and I can't tell you how many games that I run out of batteries and I'm out there for a whole game rip driving it, and it's not fun. So, but that's a good thing that they actually have a rip drive. So speed, it's not the fastest it's not the fastest loader on the market, but it does good. It does good keeping up. I like it. I'm good with it. It's fast enough. I mean, you see me rope and paint all the time if you watch our videos. I mean, it keeps up. I can outrun it a little bit, but honestly, I don't need to like shoot 40 balls a second. So I'm just gonna show you how to program it really quick. Yeah. So what you have to do to program it is you have 6 different settings. 6 is the highest, obviously. 1 is the lowest. So what you're gonna want to do to program this, if you don't know, you're just gonna hold it down. It's gonna flash. You're just gonna hold it down. Oh, god damn it! That's another con that I really don't like about this, is that the button slides, this back plate slides around a little bit, and it's a little bit hard to turn on the button every now and then. But you just want to hold it down, and it'll start flashing like that. And it'll flash as many times as mode as you're on. So I'm on 6, so it flashes 6 times and then goes red. Okay, so to program it, it's gonna shut off. There we go. So to program it, gonna want to hold that down again. So say you want to go on setting 2. Say you're playing pump or something, so you're just gonna go 1, 2. It's gonna flash 1, 2, green, red. 1, 2, green, red. That's what you want. So you want setting 3, 1, 2, 3, red. But I play on 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, is that 6? Yeah.
That's fine.
That's 5? Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's 6. So that's how you program it. So you have program 1 through 6 basically. 6 is the highest. That's how I play with 6 on mine. So that's pretty good. They're pretty good durable hoppers, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna be like people at Die Precision or the guys like the Virtue Spire guys where they go out back and shoot theirs with a 12 gauge shotgun. I'm not gonna do that because I'm still using mine. So durability, I mean, I dive into Snake a lot, and it's pretty good. I like how the feed neck is kind of reinforced. If you look at it, you have the outer shell in here, and then you have your little feed gate thingy-mabobber right here where it comes out of. I forgot what to call it, but so they reinforce it a little bit, so that makes it a little bit thicker of a feed neck. So whenever you hear people saying, "Oh yeah, you can put anything on that like Halo," that's because these feed necks are really, really fat, and that's Jacob's because it's a piece of shit and he doesn't point it.
And Jacob always drops his hopper from like 6 feet up in there when he's shooting.
Yeah, it survives.
Another con that I really don't like, you have to take like 5 hours just to take off the shell. And I mean, not really 5 hours, but I mean, it takes a lot to get this thing apart, because you have, it's not like a prophecy. Well, it is kind of like a prophecy. It's a little bit shorter, I guess, than a prophecy, but you have to take out a screw here, you have to take out a screw here, a screw here, a screw here, and another screw here, and then the screw here. Then you have to like pull this whole thing apart, and then you get to the big fancy insides, and you got to tear apart the insides, and it gets really, really complicated, and I don't feel like doing it in this video because it's going to take me like 10 minutes. So you guys probably don't want to watch 10 minutes on a review. So overall, It's a great hopper. We bought these when they were on like $50 on A&S. They're like what? They're actually 45 or something. For 45 bucks, I'd buy this any day. Even if it's a backup. $45, you cannot beat it. This used to be like, the pros used to use this before a lot of the markers. God damn, I keep on wanting to say markers. Before all these other high-powered loaders came out, there was always this or the Velocity. So it's still a really good hopper. I like it. It's a good backup or a first if you want to use it as your first primary. I use it as my primary because I don't have a primary. Like, this is my primary. I don't really have the need to buy a new one. I'll probably buy a Pinocchio soon, but you know, other than that, so overall, they're pretty grand. They're great. They're definitely worth the money. If you can find these, I mean, used, these are really good used. I mean, you can see after about 2 or 3 seasons where mine is just starting to like get scratched up and a little cracked. Other than that, I mean, I haven't had an issue with this thing at all. I mean, it's really durable. It stands up. Like I said, I'm not gonna show you a waterproofing test because I don't know if it's waterproof 100%, but I played out in the rain. I don't have a problem so far. So yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe to Team and Sandy for more videos to come, and watch our field gameplay. Any of us always usually have these hoppers on. Thanks.